Alright guys, so this is my Dell PowerEdge R720. This bad boy is going to be my test environment as well as my backup server. A lot of the cool stuff I'm building will go through its paste here before they get moved to this guy. So basically it's going to be test environment and then production environment, you know, trying to make it look all legit and stuff. To kick things off on this guy, I want to install Proxmox and TrueNAS SCALE and the Proxmox Backup Server. The ZFS file system is going to play a huge role here, especially since both Proxmox and TrueNAS SCALE natively support ZFS. But as always, I ran into an issue. The server came with an onboard RAID controller. Now don't get me wrong, the RAID controller was fine for other projects that I was working on, but for what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to build here, it's not a good idea. ZFS absolutely does not play well with hardware RAID controller. Why, you ask? Well, a hardware RAID controller essentially hides the individual drives behind a virtual disk. ZFS can't see what's truly happening underneath because the RAID controller presents everything as one drive or a few big drives. And ZFS needs direct access to each individual drive to properly manage its core feature like redundancy, checksum, and data scrubbing, all of the good stuff that keeps your data safe. So putting the drive behind a hardware RAID controller is a no-go because ZFS itself can also act as a software RAID controller. It's much more than that, of course, but the key point is it doesn't like another RAID controller in front of it, especially if it's going to be managing the RAID. So I had to flash the onboard RAID controller card that came with this guy to IT mode. What's IT mode? Essentially, IT mode transforms a hardware RAID controller into a simple HBA. It basically tells the card, hey, stop doing all of the fancy RAID processing stuff. Just give Proxmox and all of the other components I'm installing on the server direct access to all of my drives. After banging my head against the wall for a bit and finally getting through the flashing process, Proxmox is now able to see all of my individual drive. Now, well, I can finally get back to building out this environment. Next, I'm going to be installing TrueNAS SCALE and Proxmox Backup Server on this guy. If you want to check out what I'm doing, you can check out my blog. Link will be in the bio and in the description, or you can just subscribe. Stay geeking, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.